We are on our phones a lot today. And I am not here to tell you to get off your cell phone. If you want to do that, that's fine. But, I work off my cell phone. I post content off my cell phone. I use my cell phone and social media every single day to kind of interact with the world and obviously bring you this type of content. But what I am very careful about and what I am very cautious about is the people that I follow, the people that I consume content from, and what it actually is doing to my mind. We walk around with these cell phones and we have tabs on people that we haven't even talked to for like 5, 10 years. Think about a computer. Like, look, I'm a nerd. If you have like 1,000 tabs open on a computer, probably not going to run very well. And some of you don't even have, you have made way more than 1,000 people that you follow. I follow about like 200, 300 people on social media. And even that on a computer is a lot of data. And to keep up with 200, 300 people is it's just insane. And obviously, our brains are like computers, and when we're constantly keeping tabs on everybody, it can be number one, overwhelming, but number two, the type of content we're consuming could be very damaging to us, and the type of people that we follow could be very detrimental to our own success. Social media has you hooked in, and look, we all use it every single day, so it's like it's hard for me to say don't use social media because it is relevant to a lot of the things that we do, especially if you're a business owner. You gotta use social media. Social media doesn't necessarily want you hooked on the code. It wants you hooked on watching people, your friends, influencers, perfect strangers, all the highlight reels. And funny enough, the people who own these platforms like social media itself, they don't even use them. It's funny, like you would think like that they would use them, but they don't. Mark Zuckerberg is not scrolling through Instagram at the end of his day. Like it's not happening. And it's crazy. They have you all on this platform running around in a rat race. And some of us are using it to our benefit, but a lot of us are not. Some of us are just doom scrolling. And that constant scrolling on the app, it's just constantly sucking you in. It's constantly causing you to compare. It's constantly causing you to think of things that are not even relevant to you. You're creating FOMO. Like you're literally creating the fear of missing out. You're creating this idea that you're not good enough when you watch social media, that people are better than you. You see people's brunches, their workouts, their vacations, their bodies, their lifestyle, their cars, and you're like, why is my life not this exciting? And it kills your self-esteem. It literally destroys you internally. Every flawless edited photo whispers to you and tells you that you're not enough. So social media can be very dangerous. And if you're consuming the wrong type of content that's not necessarily honest and that's not transparent and honestly not motivating you, it can really mess you up. It derails you from your goals because what happens is your mental energy gets so diverted into envy instead of action. So we got to be very careful with how we use social media. You ever catch yourself just late at night, like I've done this and I still do it sometimes. I'll doom scroll, run down a rabbit hole. And there's no thought that goes into it. I don't sit down and say, today I'm going to scroll through this page because I want to learn about this. It's just the For You page, it's the algorithm, and I'm just bombarded with news, drama, negativity, gossip, irrelevant stuff that has nothing to do with my life. Sometimes I get on my phone and I'm very like intentional with it, like I'm looking for trends, but it's not always how it, works out. Nowadays, more than anything ever, I'm being very strict on how I consume social media. And I'm very, very careful on how I intake information. Look, getting off social media is not easy, and controlling the usage is not going to be easy as well, but it honestly will build discipline. I love to run these like 10-day, 15-day experiments on myself where I'll do something different for 10, 15 days. And one of the things I like to do is just step off social media for a period of time. I have luckily people that post on my accounts and handle things for me, but at the same time, it really is beneficial. You feel a massive difference just from being off your phone so much during the day. Most people have phone addiction. Pretty much every single person I know has phone addiction. And younger kids are basically the younger generation's fucked. They're cooked. They're done. You know what I mean? They have endless feeds, are addicted to them. And even the older people like my mom, she's on social media. She's on Facebook Reels. I don't even know what they're called. Just all day sending me stuff, liking, commenting, sharing. It's crazy. And these likes, comments, and shares aren't even real. Like they don't even mean that you really have connection. True connection means vulnerability. It means eye contact. It means genuine back and forth conversations. These are things that the algorithm can't really replicate or do. Ask yourself, when was the last time you ate something and you did it without watching a uh, a show like genuinely, when was the last time you ate something and you were not watching something? When was the last time you hit a workout without listening to music? Music is another thing, right? We're so addicted to music. David Goggins talks about it where he's like, I don't need music when I run. I just got internal motivation. Like if you need music to motivate you when you work out, I can argue that it's good because it maybe gets you that extra rep, but at the same time, it shows the lack of discipline you have. And then on top of that, like when was the last time that you were driving and not listening to a podcast? When was the last time that you took a walk in the park and you didn't listen to something? See, you got to listen to yourself sometimes. You've got to learn who you are. You've got to be alone with your thoughts. We're constantly listening to music, podcasts, watching TV shows. Some of you guys will work with the Netflix thing open, a Netflix tab open, and you'll be watching a TV show. And I'm like, you're so overwhelmed with information. You need to get close to yourself and you need to listen to your own thoughts sometimes. You got to audit your usage on how you use this stuff. Notice when you're scrolling out of boredom with instead of purpose. I mean, you should really audit yourself. And you should set boundaries for when you're using the apps, maybe an hour after dinner or during your workout, or like maybe just remove some apps from your home screen. Like you got to be very regulated on how you use this stuff. Most people have no control on how they use their phone, and that's why their life is all over the place because this is a tool. This is a tool to help you organize your life. This is a tool to help you get more focused and to get more work done, not something that's here to distract you and really break you down. This is not meant to like really get you unfocused. So you got to understand that logging off your cell phone and getting away from your cell phone isn't a punishment. It's actually liberation. Every minute you spend offline allows you to focus on what's actually in front of you. It allows you to really log into your own life. Refocus on yourself. Pick up an offline hobby. Draw, cook, hit the gym, schedule real world meetups, a coffee, a walk, a phone free dinner. I love using my phone just for work. That's it. Every minute that you have offline is an investment into who you really are. That's how I think about it. So you got to log out in your real life. And I promise you, it'll probably stress you out less. You'll probably look better. You'll probably feel better. You'll probably sleep better. You'll probably do better in every aspect of life. You'll get better looking partners. You'll get better looking people because you'll be more connected to what's going on in front of you. So you got to really understand that it's super important. Now, here's the thing. Let me give you some tips on how to kind of break down the social media addiction, right? So first thing you can do is start small. One thing I recommend is just put the phone away at night. Put the phone in the living room on the counter at night. I use my phone for an alarm, so I try to put it in my bathroom so I can still hear it. Charge it in another room, charge it a little bit farther away from you so that you can break the habit of just late night scrolling. Limit the time on specific applications. I have a timer on TikTok, even though I use TikTok for editing and stuff like that. And sometimes I have to break the timer because I have to edit a lot of content, but set a 15-minute or 30-minute timer on the app every single day and use built-in screen alerts to let you know that you've hit your limit. Try working out without music or podcast. Focus on your own breath, focus on your own movement. Notice how much more present you feel. Go on walks without listening to stuff. Eat meals without the screens. Eat meals by yourself. Just eat the food. I just ate some food by yourself. Nothing else. Just eat the food. Don't focus on anything else. Drive without distractions. Probably safer just to begin with. Like skip the podcast, skip the playlist, and enjoy the silent. It sharpens your awareness and gives your brain time to rest. Work out. Work without background shows. Like a lot of people have their Netflix open while they're working. Keep your video calls and deep work sessions more so focused and just get the job done. Swap one daily scroll session for a 5-minute pause, sit back quietly. Like I don't think you're just gonna 180 it. Like some of you might be that disciplined, but you gotta just chill a little bit. Replace your social media checks with real world connections, or just take 10 minutes to check your phone instead of five, and gradually increase your screen time. One thing I do as well is I don't have any notifications on my phone, absolutely none on my phone. So I check my phone almost habitually right now. And sometimes I'll set timers for when I have to check my phone and answer messages. And I just go there and I blitz it for like 5 minutes. And then I just, get back to the world and I don't touch my phone. And you can reach me like 1:15, 1:30, 2 o'clock, depending on how my schedule is. I factor those times in where I check my phone and I get things done, and I gradually increase my screen free windows, right? Um, so what that means is like I'll start to increase it when I'm done doing a workout. I'll start doing it when I'm done a certain task. I'll increase it when I do well, and I'll celebrate the wins. Like each time I resist the urge, to get on an app, I'll reward myself with something else. So, look, we are in a world where connection is just not there and people are all over the place. Don't be a victim to social media and everything that it's bringing to you. Like really, really learn to lock in. You'll get a lot more done. You'll make a lot more money. And this here, these things, sorry, these things are a tool. I almost dropped the phone and it fell. These are a tool. These are not meant to distract you. Do not get distracted by these. I love my cell phone. I'm on social media. I love social media has changed my life. I'm telling you, it's changed my life. But you got to be careful on how you use it. You can't be addicted to it. When you get addicted to it, it controls you and you become a peasant to the algorithm. I think people are already preying to the algorithm every single day. So let's get better with our phone use. Let's get better with our social media use and be careful who you follow as well. Like if you're not talking to someone for years or they're not adding any valuable content in your life, yo, don't follow them. If they're giving you valuable content, follow them and subscribe to them. But you got to be careful of the information you're ingesting as well. Hope this made sense. Love you guys. Connect with me if you need to. Peace.